I never enjoyed reading, but after reading 10 to 15 pages a day, every day for a whole year, my life has changed for the better. If you're new here, I'm Jeffrey, physical therapist for 7 years, and welcome to Life of a Taiwanese PT living in Houston. In this video, I will rank the 8 books I read in 2024. Some were hard copies and some I read on my Kindle. I will also go over everything I got for Christmas. The only books I used to read are the ones required for school. I never picked up a book outside of school requirements for fun. As I got older, the more I realized the importance of reading, and lots of benefits come from it. Especially when you find things that you're interested in learning about. It's a great avenue for more learning. For me, it's learning more about my health, nutrition, personal finance, and personal growth. And plus, we are on our screens, computer screens, are on our phone so much throughout the day. It's good to kind of wind down at the end of the night. For me, it's reading 10 to 15 pages, which takes about maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes. The more I read, the more I feel like I can focus and pay attention, increase my attention span. Otherwise, when I'm just mindlessly scrolling on my phone on social media, I feel like time just passes by even quicker and more time is wasted. My attention span is just like decreasing. Now, I will rank all the books I read this year into 4 tiers, A, B, C, and D, A being the best and D being the worst. So at the top, I'm going to give 2 books to the A tier, and that is Outlive by Peter Attia and Think Again by Adam Grant. I thought these 2 books were great, pretty easy to read, and I gained a lot of knowledge and insights from it, so I really enjoyed it. Outlive is about longevity and steps you can take to prolong your health, live a healthier lifestyle. A lot of science behind it as well, so of course some things you still have to take with a grain of salt, but lots of good information. And then Think Again, it's more about how to change your mindset and be willing to change, adapt to new ways, and really adapt your thinking, and always trying to rethink and get different perspectives from different things. Even with things that you know are completely true, there's still different ways to look at it. Now the next tier, the B tier, I will give 2 books into this category, and that will be Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel and Saturated Facts by Dr. Hicks. So the Psychology of Money is a personal finance book. I think it's a good introduction to how you should look at money. And there's different themes, pretty clear themes in the book. It was a pretty easy read as well. Pretty good takeaways. So I recommend it if you just want to learn more about money, finance. It doesn't go into details at all about investing, so it's not that kind of book, but just in general, like how you should view money. Saturated Facts, if you're interested in nutrition, it's got a lot of valuable science-based information. So it dispels a lot of myths surrounding the nutrition world and talks about the different diets, the science behind it, what are some of the better ones to follow, like the Mediterranean diet and things in that realm. Even though there's a lot of evidence and science involved in it, which I enjoy, but it was still easily digestible. Now we're going down to the C and D tiers, which are some books that I didn't enjoy as much, but of course these are my opinion, so you might enjoy it, you might be looking for something different, just take it with a grain of salt. C tier, I have Mindset by Carol Dweck and also Lost Connections by Johan Hari, which I just finished reading recently. But Mindset, I think, was a good book. It's got some good themes and good concepts in there about fixed mindset, growth mindset, the differences and how it can be applied in relationships, business, and just life in general. There's definitely some good points in there, but for the most part, there wasn't like revolutionary insights, nothing crazy. So I give it a C tier. For Lost Connections, it's a book on depression and anxiety. It talks about some of the different causes of depression and anxiety and ways that can possibly help. And it stems a lot from disconnection from different things, from people, from nature, from values and meaningful work, things along those lines, and how you can reconnect with some of those things to help. I put it in the C tier, similar to mindset, because again, there wasn't any crazy new findings. So a lot of things I felt like were things I did have an idea about already. So maybe I was just looking for something a little more. Now the last tier is the D tier. These two books I didn't enjoy as much, and a lot of the reason was because of their writing style. It took a while for me to get into it, and the books were How to Know a Person by David Brooks, I believe, and Lifespan by, I think, Davis Sinclair. I feel bad, I don't remember the authors for those. I just didn't gain a lot from How to Know a Person, and like I said, the writing style was just not for me. And Lifespan was a book about aging. It talks a lot about why we age and the science behind it, but some parts got too biological and science-based, even for me, so it was a little bit of a harder read. It didn't talk too much about longevity and ways that you can promote longer lives and more health, which was what I was more interested in. Let me know if you guys have read any of the books I just listed. I'm excited to read more in 2025, and if you guys have any book recommendations, leave them in the comments. As far as working during Christmas week, it wasn't bad at all, even though we only officially get Christmas Day off. So Wednesday, we're off, the clinic was closed. The other days, I didn't take off. I took off for Thanksgiving. But Christmas Eve, we all got to leave earlier. A lot of patients canceled, or we moved the later appointments to the earlier ones. Another good thing, I guess, about working during Christmas week was that the traffic was super light. I can just zoom straight to work. On Christmas Day, we hosted like a late lunch for all my in-laws. So the aunts, uncles, many cousins, and they all brought some food, so we enjoyed a lot of good Vietnamese food. Got together and we opened a bunch of presents. And this year, I'm very grateful for everything that I got. I got this gold ring. It was from my wife. And I have like 2 other silver wedding bands. And I kind of wanted a gold one. And she went out and got me this gold. It looks very nice. When I go out, I've been wearing it a lot. All of a sudden, I'm left-handed. My wife gave me this shelf for Christmas. I opened it early. And it's meant to put like little figurines and perfect for my Smiskies. And I already have most of it on there, including some of my Lego plants. I've been super into Legos lately, so if you guys have seen my previous videos, I've built so many different Lego flowers, and it's all spread out around the house. And now I got this one to build. This one will be a pretty big one, the Great Wave. I don't know where I'll put it when I'm done. My in-laws got me a lot of accessories, the nice clothes, jackets, and including this running shade, which is what I was kind of looking for. I've been looking for some glasses I could wear when I go on my runs to block out the sun. And I know they have a lot of crazy color ones, but I kind of wanted something all black. So my brother-in-law Andrew kind of read my mind and got me these. I wore these for my Sunday run this week, so they worked out real great, stayed on my head. Unfortunately, it didn't make me faster. I still gotta work on that myself. I really like the colors of the jackets, and the shirts I got were more oversized look and very soft. During the weekend, I got a push workout in. I ate some chicken pho, dry chicken pho with my wife. We got some Korean barbecue at Honey Pig, this place in Chinatown, with 2 of my wife's friends. We got a beef set, and all the side dishes were delicious. Just when I thought I was done with the claw machines, we went to another place in Chinatown and picked these up. We got some decorations for Lunar New Year's. And my wife and I spent the rest of the weekend basically watching Squid Games Season 2. Any of you guys Squid Game fans? We thought it was definitely not as good as the first season, but it's still worth a watch. It definitely ends with a big cliffhanger though, so there will be a season 3. That will wrap up the vlog for this week. If you guys made it this far, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you missed last week's vlog, be sure to click here to see my experience with United Healthcare Insurance. Thank you guys for watching.